It's Tea Time with Celeste, and we're live at Moguls Media event. Today.
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. You look amazing. Look at those shoes.
Thank you.
She's so beautiful in person, guys. So I want to talk about you and your line and everything. So how did you get started?
Long story. We started back ironically, I started back in 2003. Myself and my partner met at the backstage of a Little Kim concert. So I always like to tell the funny joke that Belargo started by accident. Because when we first met, I was only trying to open a shoe boutique. And it kind of evolved at some point into the
skyrocketed. So how does it feel to be, one of the, pillars in Philly? You know what I'm saying? And one of the name brands in Philly, Belargo, PR. Did I say it, PRJ? Yes. There you go. I'm sorry because I have bad, pronunciation at times. But to be that pillar in Philly, you know what I'm saying, to represent, how does that feel?
It feels amazing. Sometimes it's still, this is so cliche to say, but sometimes it's still a little surreal. I think I'm so caught up into my work every day and where I want to be that sometimes I'm not even, I don't even realize how big the brand is until I'm kind of has a chance to kind of step outside of it and look in. But it's amazing. I appreciate the love and support that Philly has given me for the past 13 years. It's great.
The boutique too. It's at a different location.
Yes.
Can you just explain to us about that? Is it bigger? How does it, what it looks like inside?
Well, we just recently moved to 504 South Street, which was formerly Pink Elephant, for those of you who are familiar with Pink Elephant. When we initially moved to South Street, there were no vacancies. So just to get on South Street, we were actually leasing the second floor of the Net. And then finally that space opened and I had to jump on it. Yeah, it's amazing. This is the first boutique, honestly, that I feel like the decor actually is how I wanted it to be, because I had a little time to step back and really design my layout and do the store how I want it. So I feel like this is our first location that's truly reflective of the brand. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, and I'm excited for you. Right now, I'm just so beyond words. You have no idea. You're the TV news, African American woman hero. I don't even know if that's even a freaking sentence.
That's a lot, but I'll take it. You're so sweet.
Thank you so much. So I want to know, are you doing a talk today? Are you going to be paneling today?
We're going to see what's going to happen. I can only say for a brief moment, but I'm really excited to be here and just meeting everybody, and that's what this is all about. Everyone needs a mentor. Everyone needs someone to push them in the right direction. I have 10 of those people. So I want to be able to be that for someone else.
And being an African American woman on CBS 3 with Jim Donovan.
You met him.
Yes, he is. He's so down to earth. Oh my gosh. I want to know, your relationship, the chemistry that you guys have together. How did that happen?
He's awesome. He's been awesome since my interview. We clicked. We are like a family. So we're good. We're like a family.
We are definitely tell.
Little sister he never knew he wanted, but he wants so much.
You know what? And you guys have that attitude together. So you guys actually mix. I can see it.
We're really different, but we also are very similar.
Right.
And it just works. I learn a lot from him. I laugh a lot with him. Right. Yeah, he's awesome.
Now, being on, delivering the news, how is that? I want to know, what goes through your mind, when you're sitting there reading the prompter, or, what I'm saying, how, is it pressure?
What it all comes down to is just information that people need to know. And then also you want to be able to motivate people. You want people to be able to leave from watching our show feeling good about where they live, feeling good about getting their day started.
Right.
So it's almost, there's a big responsibility, but I'm proud to have it. I'm really blessed to have it.
Yeah, and I'm blessed that you're in Philly.
I am too.
Because you're not from Philly, correct?
Oh, I'm from Oklahoma. I'm a country girl from Oklahoma, but I'm glad to be here in the city.
And we're glad to have you. And my last question is, do you have any advice or any inspiration that you want to give to people that wants to pursue journalism, or anybody wants to pursue a dream?
You know what? The opportunity is out there. No matter what anybody tells you, no matter how hard it looks, no matter what it seems like, the opportunity is out there, so you have to go for it and stick with it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brooke. beautiful, wonderful Darcel herself. Yes, absolutely. How are you doing?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Good. You look amazing. Can we get a little twirl real quick? I know the last time I saw you in January when you had your Moguls in Media event, oh my gosh, so many people came out to support you, great panelists and everything. So what can you expect? What can we expect this time?
This time, you're still going to get good food because we fed you last time. We're still going to get good drinks. Also, we have a lot of amazing talent here. We have a lot of amazing panelists here who are going to speak and encourage people to, step out on their dreams and make it a reality. And we also have some great vendors here. We have Beissimo Creations. We also have the book Polish being sold by one of our panelists, Calvin Purnell.
This is so great, guys. Listen, so I just want to ask you a question. I know you're in media and you do your thing. Can you just tell our audience who's going to be looking at this, what do you do? I know what you do, but just give us a little taste.
Okay, well, basically, I'm a journalist. I write for She Magazine and also Industry Rules Magazine. I got my start basically with Lala Anthony way back when, about 6 years ago. Wow. And I'm pushing forward and doing big things. And now I'm also a part of the Philadelphia Association of Black Journalists here in Philadelphia. So I'm really, really excited. Things are moving, and now we got our Mogul brunch. So
listen, and it's just skyrocketing off. And I just want to say you are so amazing, so beautiful. She's really nice in person, everyone. Just. And I just want to know, when's the next one? Are you gearing up for the next one? Is this going to be an oncoming thing?
Yes. It's probably going to be quarterly. So we're looking for probably September, October for the next one.
Good.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that. Now, any expectations today or anything that you want us to, to get off of and feed off the panelists?
Well, basically, I just want people to be encouraged. I want people to feel excited. I want people to hashtag Mogul Brunch Philly. And I want people posting and knowing and following at Moguls in Media on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. And, just following us, staying tuned for all the stuff that we got coming because we got a lot of big stuff happening. So
thank you. And can you give your social media, your personal social media?
My personal social media is at Darcel World. So you can follow me, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, or Darcel Laurie on Facebook.
Thank you so much, Darcel.
Well, I have a mantra that I like to live by, which is really simple. It's just never give up. If you have a passion, you have a dream, there will be several roadblocks. There will be times where you just feel like it's impossible to do. But with perseverance and hard work, just never give up. There was times where, with starting the brand, people told me like it's not going to work, and here I am still 13 years later. I'm just a person that I don't believe, unless I'm saying it, I don't believe in the word no. I don't take no as my final answer. And you just have to keep going, so never give up.
I say to myself always, why not me? And I say to others, why not you? So I think about why not me? You look at these people that are so successful, they really like me. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She grew up in a state where there was segregation, and she's the, biggest woman in the world, So you can do anything you want to do, so why not you? If you put the work in and you keep going, you can do it. So that's what I go by.
I think I've pretty much have said all of the mantras everyone's up here has said, but I also like to tell people and myself every now and then to never stop dreaming. You have to, if you see something in your head that you want to do and it's something that keeps you up at night, you are always talking about wanting to make that jump, you have to do it. Once the person stops dreaming, they're no longer in the creative state anymore. So I always say to myself, anything that pops up in my mind that I want to bring to reality, I'm actually going to do it. So I say that to myself a lot.
Absolutely. And for me, I'll take it spiritual. I always tell myself, even today, I said, God didn't bring you this far to leave you. So I feel like if you have a vision, continue on with your vision because God did not bring you this far just to leave you. So He will help you through the process to see it through, even through the hurdles and all that. Now, I have two more questions for you. Then if the audience has questions, I will kick it to them. I guess my other question to you guys, what is something as far as how can I place this question? How important is, I guess, what is your support system? How important? Because I think a lot of times people think that we're just strong. I think when you're labeled like the strong person, I know I am, and within my friends and my family, you're the strong person. So it's like, okay, Darcel's fine, but she's strong. But how important is a good support system and the people you surround yourself with when you're an entrepreneur?
What does DJ Khaled said is one of the keys. Is your key. Support system is everything. My family, well, God first, number one. Is definitely my major support system. But then my family comes next. There's no one in my family that thought this was me starting Laurie Live and having a full-time job would be a bad idea. Everybody said that you can do this. This is what you've been wanting to do. We're going to see you through this in any way that we possibly can. And I've just added on a support system. You know, my Big Bad Radio family is another part of that. It's nothing that I don't think that I can go to them for in regards to the show or anything that they won't support my ideas and support us in. We have a really, we're very close, we're very tight-knit. I always joke and say, Jay's my co-pilot. So I always, all times a day, I'm like, yo, what do you like this idea? Yeah, we could do that. Let's see how we can twist it. So having those people that share like minds with you about your your vision and goals are going to be, again, the major key. So I am so thankful for being able to have my family, and especially my Big Bad Radio family, to be able to support me through the journey.
Awesome.
For me, I had to kind of seek out a support system. I grew up in a family where it wasn't like you can do everything you want to do. It was like, if you talked about your dreams, it was like they kind of laughed at you and called you stupid. So it was like, all right, I don't know. I just thank God for my spirit, because I feel like literally it never affected me. I mean, obviously it affected me in some small way, but it would more so be like, I don't believe you. Like I really don't believe what you're saying right now. Like if you're laughing, but you're the first, those people will be the first people to be like, my daughter's doing this and my daughter's doing that, So sometimes it's also the people's fear, and you can't blame them sometimes because maybe they didn't follow their dreams. So for me, I had to seek out support. I had to kind of like, okay, just basically put myself underneath people. Even, especially I put myself around a lot of older people in the industry, because, they'll have a lot more knowledge, and kind of like put yourself underneath them and just follow them and see what they do, see what their life is like from a day-to-day basis, see how they got where they are, and try to like, mirror that any way you can.